Hey friends, I'm Amy, and today we're making our second Outback Steakhouse Copycat. We're gonna cook up some alicespringschicken, which is the most popular non-steak entry on their menu, and I can see why. Marinated and seared chicken, sauteed mushrooms, their delicious honey mustard, gooey, melty Colby Jack cheese, and possibly the most important, the crispy bacon. It has the best of everything going on, and making this at home is going to be so much fun. So let's get cooking. Of course, we have to start with the chicken, which is the most important part, right? Or, well, I guess that's debatable since, bacon. So anyway, we need either 4 small chicken breasts or 2 large breasts that have been butterflied into 4 chicken cutlets. I'm going with the second option because the chicken breasts I have are gigantic. Cover the chicken with some plastic wrap, and I'm doing this in 2 batches to give the chicken some room to expand, and then use a meat mallet to even out the thickness of the meat. You don't need to flatten it, it doesn't need to be really skinny. We just don't want one side to be double the thickness of the other side, because then we'll either have one side perfect and the other half raw, or one side perfect and the other half shoe leather. We also want them to all be a similar thickness to each other, so they all cook in about the same amount of time. When all 4 pieces of chicken are pretty even in thickness, let them sit on the cutting board or on a plate for a moment, and then let's get our marinade going. In a small bowl, add a half cup of Dijon mustard and a half cup of honey. Here's a hint. If you want to add some spicy to your chicken, you can use hot honey here instead of regular mild honey. Add a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and a teaspoon of lemon juice. Stir or whisk the marinade together until it's completely smooth and there are no lumps of mayo or mustard in there anymore. Next, we want to reserve about a 1/4 to a 1/3 cup of this marinade to use it as a dip later. Spoon some out and store it in a container in the fridge for later, and the rest of this is going to be for our chicken. Grab a gallon-sized bag like a Ziploc bag or freezer bag and place all the chicken in the bag. Pour all the remaining marinade into the bag with the raw chicken. Now when you close the bag, try to get out as much air as you can so it isn't like a balloon. Smoosh the chicken and honey mustard around until all the chicken is coated and submerged in the marinade. Then lay the bag flat like this so the chicken stays covered, and pop this in the fridge to marinate for at least a half hour. I marinated my chicken for about 90 minutes and it turned out just right. While that chicken is marinating, let's get going on our bacon. Now, if you already have some cooked bacon, you can just skip this part, but if not, we need to cook 4 slices of bacon until they're nice and crispy. I'm cooking mine in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Once the bacon's cooked, place it on some paper towels to soak up any excess grease. When the bacon's cool enough to handle, chop it into roughly 2-inch pieces. Then toss it in a container for later and set it to the side. Next is the last choppy prep part of this recipe. We want 8 ounces of white button mushrooms. Give them a rinse and a quick roll in a clean towel so they're not wet, and then slice them up into roughly 1/4 inch-ish slices. Now you can completely skip this part if you get an 8-ounce tub of pre-sliced mushrooms at the grocery store, but I always just grab these because they're cheaper. But if you get the pre-sliced ones, then you're already done. The mushrooms are also optional for this recipe. Outback, they do serve this dish with mushrooms, but if you just can't with the mushrooms, just leave them out because it's going to taste delicious either way. Set these to the side in a bowl as well, and now all of our prep is done. When the chicken's done marinating, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Now to the stove, and we need an oven-safe skillet that has a lid for this dish. Add 2 tablespoons butter to the skillet and heat the butter over medium to medium-high heat until the butter gets bubbly and almost foamy. dump in the sliced mushrooms and season them with a little bit of salt and pepper. I just used maybe a pinch or so of salt and a few turns on my little pepper mill, but this is totally to taste. Saute the mushrooms until the liquid they release is almost gone and they're starting to take on some golden brown color, which should be about 7-ish minutes maybe. Then remove the mushrooms from the pan and set them to the side. Now back to the pan, and we're gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Heat the oil till it's hot and shimmery, which should only take like a moment in the hot pan, and then carefully add the chicken in a single layer. Now it's gonna be a little bubbly and splattery, so just be careful when you're adding the chicken to the pan, and then discard the rest of the marinade. Cook the chicken for about 5 minutes on each side until you can see a light golden brown crust forming. The chicken's not going to be fully cooked, not even close at this moment, but all we need is the color and the slight crust. Now remove the pan from the heat and let's get this thing assembled. Place the mushrooms on top of the chicken and try to divide them evenly on top of each chicken breast. Then do the same with the bacon pieces we chopped up earlier. Just sort of pile them all on there, evenly split between each piece of chicken. Last, cover everything with 2 cups of shredded Colby Jack cheese. I know, it looks like a ton of cheese, and it is, but that's what we want. And really, is there such a thing as too much cheese? Maybe, I don't know, maybe, but I am skeptical. Pop a lid on the pan and bake this at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until the chicken reads at least 165 degrees on a thermometer inserted into the thickest part of the chicken. When that chicken is fully cooked, dinner is served. Some common sides for this at Outback are mashed potatoes, a loaded baked potato, fries, creamed corn, asparagus, or even a house salad. I went with a loaded baked potato and some corn, and it was perfect. You can top this with some salt and pepper to taste, some parsley, even some green onions. We have the honey mustard we saved for dipping, and I think alicespringschicken has never tasted so good. This Copycat is spot on. It's absolutely delicious. I mean, you know, cheese smothered bacon and mushroom chicken marinated in honey mustard. It's one of those dinners where you take a bite and you just sit there for a second because there are no words. Yeah, it's that good. You have got to try this at home. Now for the money. Outback Steakhouse charges an average of $22 for the dinner portion that comes with 2 sides. I spent $17.16 for all the ingredients, including sides and toppings, and this makes 4 servings. That comes to $4.29 per serving, which is insane. We made 4 servings of alicespringschicken with sides for less than the cost of 1 serving at Outback. It would cost us almost $90 to get that at the restaurant, and that's before taxes, tips, all the rest. I don't know about you, but I just can't spend $90 on something I can make at home for less than $20. Especially when it's this easy to make and it tastes so fresh and delicious. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below if you love making restaurant foods at home too. It helps my channel to grow, and I would love to know what your favorite restaurant foods are so we can learn how to make them together. Stay tuned on Sundays for comforting and cozy home-cooked meals and treats. We jump all over the place on Sundays, but the food is always delicious and fun. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you here next Wednesday for some more better at-home copycat cooking. Bye!